So at the bottom paragraph, for a detailed survey of combination of each mental factor with different consciousnesses, you should consult the chart on Sambayoga method attached at the back of the book. So that Sambayoga chart is actually this chart. This chart we call it Sambayoga method chart. So in this chart we describe the 52 mental factors on the left column. So in the top here we described 89 chapters in brief or 121 chapters in the broad method. So you can compare these chapters with these. So we begin with 12 akusala chapters, consisting of 8 lobha mula chapters, 2 dosa mula chapters, and 2 moha mula chapters. What are the 2 moha mula chapters? One is Vichikiccha Sambayutta chapter, the other is Uddhacca Sambayutta chapter. Then we give you 18 rootless consciousness, Ahetuka. So here is a little different from here. So first we say here is 10 Dvi Pancha Vijnana. Dvi means 2, Pancha means 5, Vijnana means consciousness. So we say this 5 consciousness, eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness, body consciousness. We call them Pancha Vijnana. So we also have another 5 below. So these 10, they are called Dvi Pancha Vijnana. Then we have 2 Sampadechana Cheta, receiving consciousness, and 3 Santirana, investigating consciousness. And then we have Pancha Dvaravajana, Mano Dvaravajana, Hasi Tupada. So here we show them. So Pancha Dvaravajana, Mano Dvaravajana, Hasi Tupada. Then we describe the 24 Kama Sobana, consisting of 8 Mahakusala, 8 Mahavipaka, 8 Mahakriya Chitta. So the same thing here, we show 24 Sobana Chitta consisting of 8 Mahakusala, 8 Mahavipaka, 8 Mahakriya. Then Mahakata Chitta, not 27, not 127. It should be 27, this 27. So Mahakata is more exalted, more developed consciousness. So they consist of this 15 Rupa Vajra Cheta and 12 Arupa Vajra Cheta. They are the Jhana Cheta. And we also have seen that among these 27 Cheta, there are 3 first Jhana Cheta. So this one, the first one. They are the 3 first Jhana Cheta. The same thing, there are 3 second Jhana, 3 third Jhana, 3 fourth Jhana, 3 up to 4th Jhana, 3. When you come to 5th Jhana, so you have 3 5th Jhana here, and all the 12, the Akusala Cheta are included in the 5th Jhana. 3 plus 12, you get 15. So in the Lokuttara Cheta, in the brief method, we just say there are 4 mega and 4 pla. Now in the broad method is the 40 Lokuttara Jhana Cheta. So this Jhana Cheta, again you can see there, here is 4 first Jhana. All these are first Jhana. And these are first Jhana. Therefore there are 8 first Jhana. The same thing, 8 second Jhana, 8 third Jhana, 8 fourth Jhana, and 8 fifth Jhana. So 8 each. So you can see now. So now we can read the chart. So as described in your book, you can look at your book. Number 1, the 7 Sabha Cheta Sadharana Cetasikas associate with all Chetas. So from this chart you can read, even in more detail. We can say the 7 Sabha Cheta Sadharana Cetasikas consisting of Phassa, Vedana, Sanya, Cetana, Ekagata, Jivitendriya, and Manasikara associate with all 89 or 121 Chaitras. And we read the second line in your book. Vitakka associate with 55 Chaitras, comprising 44 Kama Chaitras, the 10 Dvipanja Vijnana being accepted, and 11 first jhana Chaitras. So, you can read from here. So, Vitakka associate with 55 Chaitras, comprising. So, 44 Kama Chaita. So, Kama Chaita and Kama Vajra Chaita, they mean the same thing. So, there are 54 Kama Vajra Chaita. Now, we subtract this 10 Dvipanja Vijnana. So, we say 44 Kama Vajra Chaitas, with the exception of this 10 Dvipanja Vijnana, and 11 first jhana Chaitas. So you should know there are 3 first jhana here, the 3 first jhana and 8 first jhana here. So altogether 11 first jhana Chaita. So if you combine 44, 11, you get 55. So that is the reading. And you should know also the reason why we exclude 10 Dvipanja Vijnana. So Vitakka applies the mind to various sense objects. But in this 10 Dvipanja Vijnana Chaita, Vitakka is not necessary. Because when a visible object strikes the eye consciousness arises at the eye, at the striking point, together with these 7 mental factors. So this phassa already made the contact, phassa made the contact between the visible object and consciousness and mental factors. So already contact. So Vitakka do not need to apply the mind to that visible object. You can see. That's why the same thing here. When the sound strikes the ear consciousness, together with the 7 Sabha Chaita, Chaitasika arise together, and phassa makes the contact between the sound and ear consciousness. You don't need Vitakka. That's why we exclude 10 Dvipanja Vijnana. And then Vitakka is a jhana factor. It associates only with the first jhana. In the second jhana, you eliminate it. So you get 11 first jhana. So if you know that, you can remember actually. Now for vichara, it is easy. It associates with all the chaitas that associate with Vitakka. And vichara is also a jhana factor. And it associates up to the second jhana. So that means it will associate with all the 11 first jhana chaita and also 11 second jhana chaita. Second jhana, 3 here, 8 here. So you just add 11 to 55. You get 66. Now you can read in the same way, either in your book or from here, the chart. So we read from the chart. So we say vichara associates with 66 chaitas, comprising, so the same thing. Up to we say this Kama Chaita first. 44 Kama Chaitas with the exception of 10 Dvipanja Vijnana. Then 11 first jhana Chaita and 11 second jhana Chaitas. Then we go to Abhidhamma. So you should know the meaning of this mental factor. So when we say vichara is sustained application, Vitakka is initial application. So Vitakka applies the mind to various sense objects. Vichara keeps on applying the mind to all these sense objects again and again. And that's why we say sustained application. That's why the vichara associated with all the chaita associated with Vitakka. Now Abhidhamma is determination, whether the sense object is good or bad. So here from the chart you can see, Abhidhamma does not associate with Vicikiccha Samyutta Chaita. So, no, Vijikacha, having doubt about the Buddha, the Dhamma. So when you are having doubt, no, you don't know precisely, definitely. No, you don't know definitely, so you cannot make decision whether it is good or bad. No, not to believe in the Buddha, would that be good or bad? So it cannot decide. And also in the 10 Dvipancha Vijnana. So the 10 Dvipancha Vijnana, they are the weakest consciousness because they have no rules. No rules. Of course, all these 18 are very weak. So like the eye consciousness arises just one conscious moment. No? So one moment is very, very short. We call it conscious moment. Conscious moment means consciousness moment. The lifespan of one consciousness is called one consciousness moment. So even in one snap of the hand, we say 1,000 billion chaita arise and dissolve. So for one chaita, not the lifespan, very short. It just a moment, and then it dissolves. So it sees the visible object, but it does not know whether the sense object is good or bad. So you cannot decide. So Adhimokkha do not arise in the 10 Dvipancha Vijnana. So you exclude this 11. Now from the total number here, so you subtract 11 from 89, you get 78. And here, if you subtract 11, you get 110. Now you get the answer. So then you can read from the book and from here. Now we can read from here. So we say Adhimokkha associates with 78 chaitas in the breed method. The breed method means Samadhi, Vipassana, Yanika method. No, we have only this 8 here, Lokuttara. And 110 chaitas in the broad method. Instead of at length, we just use the broad method. That is Samatha Yanika method. With the exception of Vijikacha and 10 Dvipancha Vijnana. We go to the next mental factor, Viriya, effort or exerting energy. So we see here, this 16 consciousness do not associate with Viriya. So what are these 16? So when we say 10 Dvipancha Vijnana, 2 Sambhadechana, 3 Santirana. So that means there's 15 Vipaka Chaita. And also this Pancha Dvara Vachana, 16 of them. So, why Viriya? Do not associate with them. So these 15, they are just resultant consciousness, the result of the past karma. So when the visible object strikes the eye, eye consciousness will arise automatically. Due to by the force of the past karma, it arises. It don't need any of our effort. No, we cannot make it. Hey, you're not. Eye consciousness, you're right. We cannot say it. No, so you don't need the. And again, the Pancha Dvara Vachana. No, so we say 5 door abiding consciousness. It automatically going from one sense object to another. So again, here we have no control on Pancha Dvara Vachana. So this 16, the excluded from this total number. So if you subtract 16, you get 73. If you subtract from 121, you get 105. So we can read just like as before. Viriya associates with 73 chaitas in the breed method and 105 chaitas in the broad method, excluding. Now what you are going to exclude? So you just, you count from here. 10 Dvipancha Vijnana. 2 Sambhadechana Chaita, 3 Santirana Chaita, Pancha Dvara Vachana Chaita. So that's all. So if the Chaitasika is a jhana factor, just like Vitaka Vichara, we mention only the broad method, because the Lokuttara Chaita, only the broad method, we have jhana Chaitas. So when they are not jhana factors, like Adhimokkha Viriya, we have to show both way, both the broad method and the the breed method and the broad method. Now we go to piti. Piti is joy. You know that piti is joy. Now piti will associate with sobana sahagata chitta. So we usually, the translate this somana sahagatam. How do we translate it? Associated with pleasant mental feeling or joy. We say, when you have pleasant mental feeling, you have joy. You have joy. So you have to divide between the 54 kama vajara chitta. They are not jhana chitta. And all these are, they are the jhana chitta. 27 megata jhana and 40 jhana chitta. So in these, you just try to see the somanasa. So we say, piti will associate with 51 chitta. So what are they? So comprising. So 4 lopa mula somanasa chitta. These 4. And then you come to here. Sandirana, 1. 1 sandirana somanasa chitta. So of the 3 sandirana, only 1 is somanasa. And then you continued. So you come to here. This is the hasitupada. So hasitupada is also plus sign. And then we say in the kama sobana. So this kama sobana. 12. Kama sobana somanasa chitta. We should have said the somanasa. So here in the 24 kama sobana. Sobana means beautiful. In the beautiful kama chitta. So you have 4 somanasa here. And 4 somanasa here, 4 somanasa here. So these 12. So if you say collectively, we say them 12 kama sobana somanasa chitta. Then you go to jhana chitta. When you go to jhana chitta, you have to take the whether vitaka is a jhana factor. Is it? Yes, it is. And it associates only to the third jhana. Piti associates only with the third jhana. So you take the 11 first jhana, just before 11 first jhana, 11 second jhana, and 11 third jhana. So when you add up, you get 51. Then we go to chanda. Chanda is, what is chanda? Wish or will. Wish or will. So again, chanda does not associate with the two moha mula chitta. So you can find the reason. Vicikiccha is having doubt. So you don't know precisely whether it is good or bad. So you don't have any wish, any desire to get it. And then in the case of the uddhacca samyutta chitta, the mind is restless. The mind is restless. Again, you don't know the object clearly. So again, you don't develop any wish to get it. Now, in the case of the 12 ahetuka chitta, rootless consciousness. So we say again, the 15 vipaka chitta, they are just the result of the past karma. And this the kriya chitta, there are these 3 kriya chitta, functional consciousness. So these functional consciousness, they arise when they should. When they should. For example, we say to know a visible object. So when a visible object arises in the mind, a series of consciousness arises, we say. And pancha dwara vachana, take notice of the sense object automatically. Automatically, without our wish, without our wish. And then, when the sense object appears in the mind, mano dwara vachana takes notice of it automatically also. So they arise when they should, when they should arise. And then, you might say hasitupada. So when the Buddhas and Arahats, they come across the a very like an event, so which is quite unique. So they just smile automatically at that time. Only when they smile, no, automatically, then this Hasitupada arises. Actually, when they are having concentration, then they will smile only with four Somanasa Kriya Chitta, Mahakriya Chitta. They will smile only with this. For example, when the Buddha and Ananda, they are coming into the Rajagraha city. The Buddha saw a female pig, a young female pig. So at the entrance of just near the door. So she was digging the earth with the mouth, not to find food. So the Buddha automatically smiled. So when he smiled, the teeth is exposed and light comes out. So Ananda is very mindful, he knows it. Then he say, Buddha, why did you smile? Didn't you see that's my young pig? Yes, I saw. What's the matter with that pig? Well, this pig, 2 existences ago, she was a Brahma with very bright body rays. But now she was just a pig trying to get food in the earth. What happened? So the Ananda asked again. Well, when she was 2 existences ago, she was a Mahabrahma. Mahabrahma in the first Brahma realm, actually. First Jhana Brahma realm. Mahabrahma. So at that time she has very bright body rays. The Brahma, they have very bright body rays. So when she died from that existence, she was born in this Rajagraha city, in a very rich family, and she is very beautiful. So when the Brahma dies, usually they can be born as a Brahma or as a human being. As a human being. Sometimes, though you are eating very good food all the day, so you also want to eat Chinese noodle. So that's why, though they are happy there, sometimes they think of, and the human family is quite happy. So they come down. But they are always born in the rich family and also very beautiful, because the Brahma, they live only with those 5, the 4, the Brahma Vihara, remember? So they are very beautiful. Now when she is very beautiful, everybody is admiring her. Oh sister, you are so beautiful. Oh auntie, you are so beautiful. So when people admire you, so you become conceited. Conceited means you become proud of your beauty. Well, I must maintain my beauty. No sense of the people admiring me. So she tried to adorn herself, with the various cosmetics and with beautiful costume. So just like the Princess Diana. So when she appears, her picture appears in many journals. Oh, she have to change her costume every time. So one costume costs, they say, about £1 million. Very expensive. So just because of conceit, mana is conceit, because of that. So the Buddha said, she just spent her time beautifying herself. And she neglected to perform meritorious deeds. So when she died from this human existence, she became a pig. So be careful. Don't spend your time just beautifying all the time. So now we understand by the 2 Moha Mula Chaita and the 18 rootless consciousness. If you combine, you get 20. So you subtract 20 from these total Chaita, so you get 69 and 101. So we say Chanda associate with 69 Chaitas in the brief method and 101 Chaitas in the broad method, with the exception of 2 Mohamula Chaitas and 18 Ahetuka Chaitas. So quite very good. Now let's try to read not the association of these 13 Anyasamana seekers with various consciousness. So we finish up to here. So try to read again, so that you know how to read, and you should know why each seeker associate in this way. You should know it. So we try to read. I point up, and you can just read it. 7 Sabha Chaita Seekers, Chaita Sadharana Seekers, comprising Phasa Virana Sanya Chetana Ikakada Jivitendriya Manasikara associate with 89 Chaitas in the brief method or 121 Chaitas in the broad method. Vitaka associates with, we take is jhana factor, so we have to take the Kama Vajra Chaita first. So Vitaka associates with 44 Kama Vajra Chaitas, with the exception of 10 Dvipancha Vijnana, and 11 first jhana Chaitas. Vichara associates with, you can say 66 Chaitas, comprising 44 Kama Vajra Chaitas, with the exception of 10 Dvipancha Vijnana, and you plus 11 first jhana and 11 second jhana Chaitas. Adhimokha associates with 78 Chaitas in the brief method and 110 Chaitas in the broad method, with the exception of Vichikiccha and 10 Dvipancha Vijnana. Virya associates with 73 Chaitas in the brief method and 105 Chaitas in the broad method, with the exception of, so you read from above, 10 Dvipancha Vijnana, 2 Sampadechana, 3 Santirana, and Pancha Dwara Vachana. Piti associates with 51 Somanasa Chaitas. So what are they comprising? So here 4, we read the number first. 4 Lopha Mula Somanasa Chaita, and 1 Santirana Somanasa Chaita, 1 Hasitupada Chaita, 12 Kama Sobana Somanasa Chaitas, and 11 first jhana Chaita, 11 second jhana Chaita, 11 third jhana Chaita. Chanda associate with 69 Chaitas in the brief method and 101 Chaitas in the broad method, with the exception of 2 Moha Mula Chaitas and 18 Ahituka Chaitas. Now we go to the next topic on page 86. Association of Akusala Seekers. So it is easy for this. So the 14 Akusala Seekers, they associate only with the 12 Akusala Chaita. They don't associate with other Chaita. And among the 12, the first 4, so we can say Moha Chituka, or in your book we say Akusala Sadharana Cetasika. So they have 2 names. Akusala Sadharana Cetasika, comprising Moha, Ahirika, Anotapa, and Uddhacha, associate with all the 12 immoral minds, Akusala Chaita. And Lopa associates only with 8 Lopa Mula Chaita. So easy, these 8 Lopa Mula Chaita has Lopa as a root. So it associates with that 8. And then Dechi associates with 4 Lopa Mula Dechi Sambayuta Chaita. Because of the age, Lopa Mula Chaita, Dechi associate only with Dechi Kata Sambayuta Chaita. It does not associate with Dechi Kata Vibhuta. Then we say Mana associates with 4 Lopa Mula Dechi Kata Vibhuta Chaita. So Daichi and the Daichi, so the Daichi and Mana, they are the companions of Lopa. They belong to the Lopa group. They associate only with the Lopa Chaita. And Daichi associate with Daichi Kata Samyutta Chaita, and Mana associate with Daichi Kata Vipyutta Chaita, we say. They don't associate together, because their ways of reasonings are different, or they pay different attention. Daichi is having the personal belief, I exist. So if you are not at that time, the Daichi will exist. Now Mana associate, arises only when you become conceited and proud. You are proud of your wealth, proud of your knowledge, proud of your beauty. So at that time, when you are proud, so at that time, the Mana associate. Then we can continue. The four dosa chatuka, comprising dosa, asa, machriya, kukucha, associate with two dosa mula chaita. Very easy. And then China Beta, the slot and topa. They associate. According to this, we have to read 5 akusala sasankharika chaita. So 5 akusala sasankharika chaitas are 4 lopa mula sasankharika chaita and 1 dosa mula sasankharika chaita. These sasankharika, they are not active, we say. They are not active because sloth and torpor arises in them. And then Vijikacha associate only with Vijikacha Samyutta Chaita. That Moha Mula, Vijikacha Samyutta Chaita. So quite easy. So we read again for this association of immoral mental factors. The 4 Moha Chatuka or Akusala Sadharana, consisting of Moha Ahirika, Anuttapa and Uddacha, associate with the 12 Akusala Chaitas. Lopa associates with 8 Lopa Mula Chaitas. Daichi associates with 4 Lopa Mula Daichi Kata Samyutta Chaita. Mana associates with 4 Lopa Mula Daichi Kata Vipyutta Chaita. The dosa chatuka, comprising dosa, asa, machriya, kukucha, associate with 2 dosa mula chaita. China Meta associates with 5 akusala sasankharika chaita. Vijikacha associate with this moha mula, Vijikacha Samyutta Chaita. Yes. Now we go to the next topic on page 87. Association of Sobhana Chaitasikas. Now we come to the start group of mental factors. And here again, not very difficult. So we say these beautiful mental factors, they associate only with beautiful chaitas. How many beautiful chaitas are there? So remember this 30, 12 and 18 are called asobhana. All the rest are beautiful, sobhana. So you subtract 30 from this total number, you get 59 in the brief method, 91 in the broad method. Now among these beautiful mental factors, the 19 Sobhana Sadharana Chaitasikas comprising 19. Now how do you read this? Saddha, Sati, Hidri, Ottapa, Alopa, Adosa, Tattara, Majjatata. Then for the 6, for these 6 mental factors, you have to say twice, with the prefix kaya and then with chaita. So we say kaya pasati, chaita pasati. Kaya lahuta, Jeta lahuta. Kaya muduta, Jeta muduta. Kaya kamanyata, Jeta kamanyata. Kaya pagunyata, Jeta pagunyata. Kayu. No, so when you combine ya and u, it becomes you. Kayu jukata, Jeta jukata associates, no, with all the Sobhana Jetas, numbering 59 in the brief method and 91 in the broad method. Now this three vidati, abstinent, we say, no, samavacha, the right speech, samakamanta, the right action, and samaajiva, the right livelihood. So we say, no, there are three components of the Eightfold Noble Path. And no, they actually, no, they represent 5 moral precepts. No, just by observing 5 moral precepts, we say, no, you abstain from the evil, no, evil speeches, evil bodily actions, and evil livelihood. So, no, when they will arise only in Mahakusala Cheta, that means when you are observing moral precept, you are doing meritorious deeds, so Kusala Cheta will arise at that time. Now, these three do not associate together. The samavacha, the right speech, will associate only when you are abstaining from the wrong speech, no, from lying, from gossiping, or from slandering, or from abusing language. No? So when somebody comes to say bad things to you, you don't say bad things, abusive language. At that time, samavacha arises. So, no, and when the time it comes to about lying, so, you know, when you feel the income tax return, you like to lie about your income. So that, but you say, oh, I won't lie. Then you just write down the right way. So that means you abstain from lying. So at that time also, the samavacha will arise. And when samavacha arises in the mind, samakamanta, the right action, and samaajiva do not arise, because it's not concerned with them. Samakamanta, the right action, arises only when you abstain from 3 bodily evil action. Now, when the mosquito bites you, now you have the chance to kill it, but you abstain from killing. So at that time, samakamanta arises. No? And then again, at that time, samavacha, samaajiva do not arise. No, does not concern with them. Now, when it comes to earning a livelihood, you abstain the wrong speech or the wrong action, at that time samaajiva will arise. No? For example, when you are selling, no, like the potatoes or onions, so no, you use short weights. Your weight is a little short to get more profit, so that means you are stealing. No, you are stealing. So at that time, no, because of livelihood, we say at that time samaajiva will arise. No? And then again, no, the samaajiva, like, no, if you kill chickens and you sell, no, the chicken flesh, you can make a living. But I won't do that. You abstain from killing. And then, no, you can say by fishing you can make a livelihood. I don't make it. By selling insecticides, no, I can make a living, but I do not. No, so at that time, samaajiva will arise. No, so they don't arise together. They arise separately, and they arise only, no, when they should. No. So, like the samavacha arises only when you are abstaining from saying the wrong speech. Samakamanta arises only when you are abstaining from the evil bodily action, from killing, stealing, etc. And again with livelihood, you are abstaining this. Then at that time only, the sama jiva will arise. So we say here, they don't arise together, so we say they arise sometimes separately. So here in your book, we use the intermittently instead of sometime. Intermittently and individually. Individually. So they mean the same thing. The same thing as sometimes and the separately, individually. So you can read it from the book. Page 87, number 2. The three virities, the seekers, namely samavacha, samakamanta, sama ajiva, associates intermittently and individually with 8 mahakusala chaitas and unfailingly and unitedly with 8 lokuttara chaitas. So in the 8 lokuttara chaitas, in the brief method, so these lokuttara chaita, mega chaita and phala chaita, actually they are these 8 chaita. They always associate with all the 8, the path factors of the Eightfold Noble Path, including these 3 factors. So if all the 8 factors of the Eightfold Noble Path associate with this lokuttara chaita, then these 3 also unitedly, unfailingly associate with these lokuttara chaita, right? So how many chaita you get? So from here we say, so they associate with 8 mahakusala chaita intermittently and separately, and they associate with the 8 lokuttara chaitas always mean, so that mean again, the unitedly and unfailingly we say. Unitedly means together, and unfailingly means always. So you get 16. So if you take instead of 8 lokuttara chaita, you take 40, then it will be 48. And then karuna mudita. The karuna is having compassion for miserable beings, and you want their suffering to be to disappear. So at that time you are having not good attitude, so mahakusala chaita will arise. When you are having compassion, and only when you have compassion it will arise. And at that time mudita will not arise, because this is not concerned with mudita. Mudita will arise only when you are having sympathetic joy for a prosperous person, for a prosperous being like your friend, or he becomes prosperous. Oh, very good! I congratulate you for your success in the examination. So at that time, only mudita will arise. Karuna will not arise. So they arise the same like here. They arise sometime means intermittently, and separately means individually. And now they associate with this 8 mahakusala chaitas intermittently and the individually. Now they also associate with 8 mahakusala chaita also intermittently and separately, because the mahakriya chaita arise in arahats. Arahats also meditate on compassion and then on the mudita, sympathetic joy. Just like radiating loving kindness, you also radiate compassion and sympathetic joy. We reflect in the same way actually. So they also they associate with 8 mahakriya chaita. And now also they also associate with all these 12, 3, so 12, jhana chaita. So the reason is, if you do the metta bhavana, radiating loving kindness, or compassion, or sympathetic joy, you radiate it, you can develop up to the 4th jhana. You can develop the first rupa jhana, second rupa jhana, third rupa jhana, 4th rupa vajra jhana. And for arahats, they also can develop these 4 rupa vajra kriya jhana chaita. So that the jhana chaita. So up to the fourth jhana chaita. No, when they die, they are born also with the vipaka chaita is also the jhana chaita at the Brahma there. No, the Brahma realm. So they also these are jhana chaita. So we say they associate with this 12 jhana chaita with the exception of the fifth jhana chaita. So how many you get? 16 plus 12 altogether 28. So we say Karuna and Mudita associates with 28 chaitas intermittently and individually. So comprising. So not the better read there. No, so number 4 on page 87. Number 3, the two panya chitasikas, namely Karuna and Mudita, associate intermittently and individually with 28 chaitas, comprising 8 Mahakusala chaita, 8 Mahakriya chaitas, and 12 Mahakata chaitas, excluding 15 fifth jhana chaitas. Now Panya Indriya is Panya Chitasika. So, it associates with the 12 Jnana Sambayuta Mahakusala Chaita, or the Kama Sobhana Chaita. So we say, this Chaita, beautiful mental factors, they associate only with beautiful mind. So you have to consider only this beautiful mind. So, among the 8 Mahakusala Chaita, you have 4 Jnana Sambayuta Chaita. So when you say Jnana Samyuta, it associates with Jnana, wisdom. It associates with wisdom. And again, also here in the 8 Mahavipaka, you have the same name. So 4 are Jnana Samyuta. And also in Mahakriya, in the 8, 4 are Jnana Samyuta. So if you combine together 4, you get 12. So collectively we say 12, the Kama Sobhana, Jnana Samyuta Chaita. So, and then it will associate with all the Jhana Chaita, 27, the Megada Chaita, and all the Lokuttara Chaita, because Jhana Chaitas are more developed than Mahakusala. You need wisdom to develop the Jhana. The Jhana must be, the wisdom must be present. And Lokuttara Chaita, they are the highest consciousness, the highest wisdom, we say. So, Samadhi is wisdom. So, among the 8 factors of the Eightfold Noble Path, Samadhi, the right view, the right understanding means wisdom. So, wisdom associated with all the Mahagata Jhana Chaitas and also with all the Lokuttara Chaita. So, if you take 27 Mahagata and 8 Lokuttara Chaita, you get 35. And when you add with this 12, the Jnana Samyuta Chaita, you get 47. So instead of the 8 Lokuttara Chaita, you take 40 Lokuttara Chaita, you will get 79. So how would you read them? You can look at the book again. The Panyendriya, that is Panya Chetasika, associate with 47 Chaitas, that comprise 12 Kama Sobhana Jnana Samyuta Chaitas, 27 Mahagata Chaitas, and 8 Lokuttara Chaitas. So we just say that the brief method. You can also say in the same way for the broad method. So this last group, as mentioned in the books, we just read like that. So the 19 Sobhana Sadharana Chaitasikas associate with all Sobhana Chaitas, comprising 59 Chaitas in the brief method and 91 Chaitas in the broad method. The 3 Virati, namely Samavacha, Samakamanta, Sama Ajiva, associate intermittently and individually with 8 Mahakusala Chaitas and unfailingly and unitedly with 8 Lokutara Chaitas. No? In the brief method, it will be 16. In the broad method, it will be 8 plus 40, you get 48. Then we continued the 2 Apamanya Jitasikas, namely Karuna, Mudita, associate intermittently and separately with 28 Chaitas, 28 Chaitas. Oh, what are these Chaitas? For 28 Chaitas comprising, so we mentioned these 28, comprising 8 Mahakusala Chaita, 8 Mahakriya Chaitas, and 12 Mahakata Chaitas, with the exception of 15 fifth jhana Chaitas. Then Panyendriya or Panya Chaitasika associates with 47 Chaitas comprising. So how many? 12. 12, no, the Kama Sobana Jnana Sambayuta Chaitas. And then 27 Mahakata Chaitas and 8 Lokutara Chaitas. Okay. We have an hour break for tea.